Hello. Welcome back to my channel. So I am doing a different type of video. As you can see, this is a fingernail kit. So I thought I would do a video on how I do my dip nails. I've been doing them now for about a month or so, probably a couple months. One, to save money, and two, I just found that it's really simple and easy to do, and I can do it. So why go pay somebody to do something I can do? I think the dip powder has changed the nail game, and to me it's like the natural hair thing. Once women started, using natural hair products and going natural, it changed the game, I think, for a lot of stylists. But it is what it is. So I am going to be, and as you can see, I'm picking already at my nails. I had dip powder on them with the tips, and they were on for about 3 weeks. So that's pretty good, especially, if you're doing it yourself. I bought this kit off of Amazon, and it contains the toe dividers, the buffing stick, this little tool. I believe it helps you when you soak off. Yeah, because I'm going to do that now while we're talking. Soak these two off, because they wouldn't come all the way off like these did. These just popped off. And that's how I know it was time for a new set, which is okay, because I can do it myself. So we're going to get some cotton balls, and this is soak off gel and all nail coatings. Onyx Professional. I believe you can get this at Sally's, and it works pretty good. So what we're gonna do is start off by just pulling this cotton ball apart a little bit. And I was telling you what this little kit comes with. It comes with OPI 180-240 nail file, and another one of these 100 180, and this is washable, it says. And then a little brush and some little cloth wipes. So that all comes in that kit. I want to say I didn't even pay, it might have been like $10 or $12 for this whole kit, which is not expensive at all. And then I bought the Makartt natural nail tips, and we'll get to those in a second. And I also bought this, it's called an edge cutter, but you can cut your nail tips down to your desired length with this tool here. And I bought some new dip powder. It's new to me. This is by Kiss. It's All Hell. It's white. And then I also bought this Hot Topic. It's red. My original thought for buying this was to do ombre nails, which I am still going to do. But today I'm just going to put on the all white, because I don't have the clear acrylic to put over the ombre to keep the ombre nice. So I'm going to get some of that hopefully tomorrow. And I'm going to just put some of this on here, like so. And it shouldn't, oops, I got that saturated, so it shouldn't take long at all. That's why I got this towel down. It shouldn't take long at all with all that on there. And we'll do this one. I think I got it as saturated as that other one. But it's good and wet with the soak off. Oops. And we will get these soaked off, and then we will come back and get into prepping our nails to apply the tips. Okay, now I've already soaked those two off, and I've clipped my real nails down. So now what you do is you want to do next is push your cuticle down gently and clean up around there any of that loose or dead cuticle skin. And I think they call these orange sticks. I like them better than any of the other, like that metal cuticle pusher. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and clean up my cuticles. And we will be right back. All right, so I went on and pushed my cuticles back on this hand and on both hands actually. So now what I'm doing is filing my, you gotta, I don't know what they call this, but you file your natural nail real good to get all the, what do you call it, oils and stuff off your nail. Clean it up a little. I guess that's what they call it. Cleaning your nails up. And I the first person I watched on YouTube do dip nails with tips. Her YouTube channel is called Kate's Nails. And then I started watching Long Hair Pretty Nails. So those are the two that and Kiara Sky, they make dip nail color, and they also have a YouTube channel. But I first started watching Kate's Nails. So that's how I ended up doing this myself. And I don't have a e-file, which is the electronic file like the nail shops do. So I'm just using a regular, this 180-240 file. This is a 100-180. I don't even know what the difference is between the two. So I am just getting this. There was a little bit of acrylic still on my nail, so I just filed that off. Got this one left to do. And this is a cheap, as you can tell. I need to get a new one, but I used this one. This worked pretty well to clip the, or get the dead, the cuticle, clean up my cuticle area. I did use that. You can use that, but you have to be very careful with it so you don't cut yourself. Like here. So a little piece of cuticle that I want off of there. And I wasn't this precise or neat even the first 2 times I did this. So the more you do it, the better you get. It don't hurt to try. I tried it and seen that I could do it, and it's on and popping. Okay, so now I have them cleaned, filed, cleaned up around my cuticle pretty much. I didn't get this one good. You just have to, this is something, just like anything else, you have to practice. I have 2 pairs of these tweezers, if anybody's wondering. This is not the tweezers I use for my stickers. I'm trying to get this cleaned up here. I had grabbed a bunch of these when they were on clearance at Sally's, because you never know when you need them. Okay, so now what I gotta get my alcohol. We'll need this one. We won't need this. I don't know if this little ball thing helps clean up around your cuticle or not. But anywho, this helped me scrape off the acrylic that was getting soaked off. That's what that little utensil helped me do. So we're going to put it back in its place, and we're going to move that over. We're going to get ready to get our tips out. And I'm going to grab my alcohol pads. I have to grab those. They're really sealed, and they're in these little bags with the numbers on them. That's 6, 5, 1, 2, 0. Get this. I need to just throw it away. That's number 7, 4, 8. I hope the number's on the nail, because I can't tell which one is 6 and which one is 9. Okay, so that must be 9. And there's 50 pieces in each bag. And these were $7.99. So let me grab my alcohol wipes. Okay, alcohol wipes. And I'm just going to wipe each nail off, clean it. So you can see that instead of going to wash your hands, you can wash your hands. I guess it just depends on you, or you can just clean them off like this with a little alcohol pad. And see, they're all nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is size my tips This is my first time using these. And I'm assume this is number 8 will be my pinky, and that looks like it fits really well. It's supposed to go from sidewall to sidewall, just like that. So that's gonna be the left pinky. Let's try the right pinky, and it should be the same. Let's see. Sidewall to sidewall. Yep. Okay, so number 8 is our pinky. And I'm going to write these down so I don't have to do this every time. Or I'm going to put them in front of me. Let's see. Ring finger. We're going to try number 6. And there's no numbers on these. Oh, yeah, it is. So, yeah, this is the number 6. That looks too little for the ring finger. So, let's try this 5. Okay, 5 works. All right. Okay, 5 works for the ring finger. Now the middle finger, let's see. It's wider, so let's try number 4 for the it looks a little too wide. All right. That looks wider. That's wider. Huh. Let's try number 6. Did I try? No, I didn't. Let's try number 6 for the middle finger. Nope, that's too little. Okay, let's try number 7. Oh, no. All right. Let's try 3. I like that these are in little individual bags and they are numbered. That's too wide. So this middle finger is, these look like pinkies at number 9. Let's see what 2 does. I can tell that's like a thumb or nail or something. Okay, let's see. 0 is probably a thumbnail. What's the closest one? Let's see. This middle finger is, nope, that's definitely not a match. Okay. I think 7 was the closest match for this middle finger. Nope. Was it the 4 then? See, this is going to be challenging. Yep, 4. Okay, we're going to go with 4 for the middle finger. Sidewall to sidewall. Yep. Oops. Now, the index finger. That's too wide. That's too wide. Let's try the 6. It's going to be either 6 or 7. Let's see. It's going to be either 6 or 7. And looks like it's 6. Yep. Okay. And this is definitely not a thumb finger. That's not a thumb finger. Let's see. 1 looks like we'll start with 1. It looks like it's too wide, so let's try 2. Nope. Let's try 3. And that's, are they tight? It's definitely not. And look like it's going to be 0 is the winner. Sidewall to sidewall. Yep, 0 is the winner. Now my thing is, what am I supposed to do with these? That's kind of disturbing. Okay, so I'm going to sit the ones that I can't fit to the side. Well, maybe I can resell them or something. Okay, so next thing we do, since we got them sides, we take our nail glue. You don't want to flood it. Enough on there. And you just hold it on there for a few seconds to let it adhere. Sometimes you gotta press down on it. You don't want any air bubbles or pockets. And see how that's from sidewall to sidewall, and it's on there like so. And we do each nail till we get all our tips on. enough glue on there, so let's try this again. So sometimes it's stubborn, and for somebody like me who has no patience, if I can do it, anybody can. So I'm going to get these tips on, and then we'll be right back. Okay, see, we have one set of tips on, and I did have to cut down the sides on that thumbnail. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I pulled out my little edge cutter here, and I'm going to trim these down. And with the straight, it gives you directions on the back on how to cut it. So I'm going to, now that they advise you to cut it a little longer than your desired length. That way when you file down, it won't be, you know, you won't file it down too short. So I'm going to cut that right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. Maybe a little shorter with that one. And yeah, we'll see how that works. And I don't know if you can, I'm looking from this end, but it looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my right hand together, and then we'll come back and start the dip application. Okay, so what I did after putting my tips on is I've taken this 100-180 grit file and went across where the tip and the natural nail meets to try to blend it in a little bit. And I know I'm going to cut these down some more, but I wanted to get this piece done and explain to you guys this step. And then you also want to file the shininess off of the tip so that the product will adhere to the tip as well. So that's what I'm doing here. For the sake of time, I did the other hand already. And I like the rounded square look, so that's what I'm going for. But like I said, I know I'm going to cut these down some more, so I'll probably be doing that again after I cut them down. And since I'm right-handed, I just take my right hand and rub it across there like so. And these dip powders, I've got them at Walmart for $6.97. You can get them from the kind from Sally's. I think they're about the same price. I think. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember. I bought a brown one, a chocolate dip from Sally's, but I can't remember how much it was. And Walmart only had this white one and this red one and a light, like a periwinkle blue color. I forget the name of it, but I don't know if it's a high selling product or what, or they just order so many, but there was only one of each color left on the shelf. So hey, I'm glad that this is something I can do at the moment to save me some coins. And I wasn't too big about the dip in the nail salons or the nail places, because everybody's dipping their hands in there. Okay, so I got all the shininess off. Found that down as much as I could. And kind of blended it in there. All right. And then take your little brush. Get all that filing dust off. This is just a regular 99-cent e.l.f. makeup brush, face brush. Now, I want to cut these down with some more because I know okay. For one, I type at work, so I don't like my nails. I can't do that with this left hand. I don't like my nails real long. Definitely. Now I'm checking to see if I cut these about the same length, and they look like it to me. And one suggestion was to shape before you put them in the dip powder. That way it saves you time on shaping them after you dip them. So that's what I'm doing. So what I'll do is, after shaping, make sure, after you shape, you want to make sure I'm in the frame. I'm sitting up here talking to you, doing it out of the frame. Blend that in more. What was I saying? After shaping, want to make sure they look how you want them to look before doing the dip powder. Okay, now to this right side here. I know this is probably like, what in the world is she doing? Hey, shape it how you know how. That's my suggestion. Now, I've seen and watched videos, but shape it how you know how. Okay, this one. Okay. And really, that nail, this nail clipper, it gives you like on the packaging, it shows you how to cut it for what shape, kind of shape you're looking for too. Like oval, straight. Thought I was cutting straight, but it looked like more oval. So I'm just checking my fingers here to see if they, I'm sorry if I wasn't in frame. This is my first video. And I just realized I probably wasn't in frame when I was doing all that. Seeing some shininess there over here, because you want the dip powder to adhere to the tips as well. So remember, get all that shininess off the nail. Let's see it over here. Over here. Some over here. Over here. And that one looks good. Okay. Getting that dust off. Now what I'm going to do is take an alcohol pad and clean my nails to make sure all that dust and stuff is not on there. So it's good to have some alcohol pads or alcohol spray or something. It's better than keep getting up washing your hands or whatever. So that's what I'm doing here, getting the dust and oils and whatever else off of there. And we are about ready. Okay, so looking at my tips again, they look okay to me. Too much different in length and size. So what we do is open our dip powder. This came in the Kiss Dip, one of the sets. It was the it was $11.97 at Walgreens, or 11 something, about $12. But anywho, it came with this little gadget, and you just put your dip powder in it like so. Then this here is your brush on gel, which they say is like brush on glue. And then this is the activator. But all we're going to be using at this point is the gel and the dip powder. So the key to this is you take a thin coat of your brush on gel and a little, and don't get it on your cuticle, because this is like, this is glue. So wherever you put this at is where the powder is going. And I'm starting with my right hand. And you just go a little bit past the nail, what do you call it? The tip and the natural nail. And just tap it off. And then go to the next one. Just a little past the tip and the natural nail. Even strokes, thin layers. And then dip your nail, tap off. Just a little past the nail tip and the natural nail. Even thin stroke. And dip. Supposed to dip at a 45-degree angle. And tap off. I probably didn't need to put all that in there, the dip powder, but that's okay. All right, just a little past nail tip. Now, if you're not using the nail tip, then you just go what is it? Not, you don't go, you go probably halfway, then midway, and then to the cuticle, because you want to build the product up, if that makes sense. This is probably from that alcohol pad. All right, on to the thumb, just a little past the nail tip. Whoops. strokes or stroke. And dip. And tap off. So now we just brush the excess off. Give that one a few minutes. And then you're going to you're not going quite to the cuticle just yet, but past that point where you already went. Again, reminding don't get on the cuticle. Dip, tap off. And repeat on each nail. Tapping it off. And they sell activator and brush on gel, which is, from what I hear, is just glue. They sell it at Sally's, and they even sell the Kiss gel and activator at Walmart separately. So go ahead and brush that off. Remember, even, thin stroke, no cuticle. So I think this is pretty simple, guys. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, and I'll say it again. If I can do it, anybody can. Knocking over my gel, brushed on gel. But yeah, this is it. And then if you don't do tips, it's even easier, I think. So brush off the excess powder. Let that one dry. And then that's two. Okay, so we do the third layer. And this is the layer you go down to the cuticle, but not touching the cuticle. And dip. I think this is from a brush, my this brush, makeup brush. But yeah, now we're going down to the cuticle. best not to. Okay. Tap off. It's easier doing it that way. Turn it over. All right. I won't put this much powder in again because I'm pushing it out when I'm putting my finger in. All right, guys, so this is the dip powder application. That's part 1 of the application. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other hand, and then we'll do the activator part. All right, guys, so we're done with the dip powder. Got 3 layers on. So we can put that to the side. Now I've already put activator on, and I buffed this hand out. So after you apply the activator, you let it dry about 1 or 2 minutes, and then you go in and if you want to do any additional fouling, you do that, and then you buff, and that's what I did here, and I think it looks pretty good. And so we'll do this side here, and you want to buff down. You don't want to over buff. So I'm just buffing in a downward motion a little bit. Getting around the cuticles there. And you may need to go in a little bit with your file, the rough side, if you have to. Once you start doing this and getting in tune with it, it's a-okay. It's hard to stay in frame and do it. I'm trying to get close up to my face to see it. So buff that. Now what I want to do, and that's why I went on and did the white, is when I go to, I'm going to try to go to Sally's when I get off work, and see if they have some clear dip powder. And I'm going to attempt the ombre look with that red and this white. This red is my favorite color, of course. So when I do my fill in. That's when I'm attempt to do the ombre. It doesn't look hard from the videos I've seen. So you won't know if you can do it unless you try it. I like this. I think it says Sunshine is the name brand of this, and OPI is the file. You can get all this from Sally's or Walmart. Okay, I think that's buffing, smooths it out really pretty. Okay, let's see. Okay. Right here, it looks like I don't know if I'm able to fix that little spot there. I'm gonna try. It's like a spot where it didn't get any dip. I'm not gonna worry about it. But okay, so now that we've buffed and filed, the next thing you should do is get the dust off, put more activator on. Activator is what makes it hard. It dries the product, and you can be generous with the activator. And I think I buffed some of my, or filed some of my white off right there. I'm gonna have to go in and put some more there because that's looking crazy. That's why they say be careful with buffing and filing, because you can file it right off. You file it too much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna worry about pouring it back in the bowl. Just gonna grab my brush on gel. I'm gonna just add it my. If you tap your nail and you can hear that clicking noise, they say it's dry. So I'm gonna let that dry. Just gonna let it dry. I don't think there's much gel in these little. I think my brush is getting hard. I got some brush cleaner over here, and then I have extra brushes. So, that will be no issue. And you can see where I put the gel. So we'll let that do what it do. Sunshine is the name of this buffer. Now I'm going to put some activator. On there. I'm going to let that dry. I'm just cleaning up my cuticle area a little bit with this file. Not doing it real hard either, because I don't want to have to go back in like I just did on this one. Yeah, just get it as neat as I can. I don't think that's dry. So, while we're waiting for that to dry, with this kit, we go back and we put the brush on gel. I mean, we could put that on, but you know what? I want to try this Big Shiny Top Coat I have by Sally Hansen. Because we are done with the dip application. Let's see. So now I'm just going to go in with the Sally Hansen Big Shiny Top Coat. I don't know if I was in frame. Okay. Hey, where's the... I'm lightly buffing this nail that I added dip powder to. I'm lightly filing it. I don't know why. But we don't want to take off like we did before. So I'm lightly doing it. And that activator hardened it up. And that looks better to me. So we can go ahead, get this dust off. And close this activator up. We're done with it. Move that stuff out the way. And add our big shiny top coat. I will use paper towels instead of a towel next time because the little hairs, I don't know if it's from the towel or the brush. It could be a combination of both, but I'll use a paper towel next time like they do in the nail shop. Well, they use yeah, they do use a paper towel and a towel, but put a paper towel down over the towel is what I'll do. And I got this from Target. This big shiny top coat, but you probably can, I'm pretty sure you can get it from Sally's as well. And then I'm going to go in with the second coat. I think it takes probably about a minute or two for this to dry. I think 2 coats should be suffice. And we're going to let that top coat dry. And you can just clean this out with an alcohol wipe, or that's what I do. Clean it out with an alcohol wipe. And that's good. This towel is going in the laundry. So, load that up. Okay. So guys, that is how I do my dip powder nails. And then I do have this Sally Hansen Color Therapy Nail and Cuticle Oil that I'm going to put around my cuticles and rub in real good and pretty. Well, not pretty, but rub it in real good. I'm waiting for my top coat to dry because my nails are done. That dip color, once you put that activator on it, it hardens it, and you file it, buff it to your desire, and that is it. So, tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to support my channel. Hit that red notification bell to do that. I mean, that red subscribe button to do that. And hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos that I post on my channel. This is going to be a new thing. I'll post here and there when I'm trying stuff like the ombre. I'll pop on here and do the video when I attempt to do that. I think it'll be fun to include you guys on this do-it-yourself nail journey. And other things I'm trying to think on a daily basis how to just add new things to my channel. Because again, it's called Mo Better Planner, but in all reality, it's just Mo Better because we gonna get Mo Better. So, that's it. Until next time.